A good hunter always improves.
I know a thing or two about hunting, so I do see his point. They say Nazrik's spear can track its prey anywhere. I wonder how it would fare against my shield. Nazrik seems cold. He's not exactly the friendly type from what I've seen, so maybe I'll just watch how he moves when he's on the hunt. And the hunt starts now. After the battle has gone on for a while, Nazrik marks the enemy who has taken the most cumulative damage as his prey. Nazrik will target the prey first when using his skills. When Nazrik casts his ultimate, he hurls a hunting spear with a guaranteed critical hit, dealing heavy damage to an enemy. After a short delay, he detonates the rend stacks on that enemy, with each stack dealing extra damage. The Herdmaster gave Nazrik his tracking power, the very source of his strength. Any critical hit from Nazrik's spear throws, be it a normal attack or a skill, does extra damage based on the enemy's max health. It also permanently lowers their max health by the same amount. But against bosses, this effect deals true damage instead of reducing their max health. On top of that, every critical hit from Nazrik's spear throws, whether from normal attacks or skills, adds extra rend stacks, up to a specific limit. Rend cannot be dispelled, and any enemy affected takes damage when they use their ultimate, depending on how many stacks they have. Nazrik's presence alone can be intimidating. He can also target the enemy who's been healing their allies the most, throwing a spear that stuns them for a few seconds. That spear also cuts the enemy's healing for a while. Once Nazrik has you in his sights, there's no escape. After unlocking his exclusive skill, when other allies land a critical strike on his prey, they also inflict a stack of rend. Each ally can inflict at most 1 rend stack per second this way. He earned his reputation as the strongest warrior. Once he marks an enemy as his prey, he'll hunt them down with all his might. The critical hits from both his normal attacks and skills will deal extra damage to the prey, reducing their max health and stacking rend. Every critical hit from Nazrik's allies adds more rend to the prey. Finally, when Nazrik unleashes his ultimate, he hurls a spear that's guaranteed to land a critical hit, then detonates all rend stacks on the target for a devastating blow. So here's how a real hunt plays out. Nazrik marks his prey, making it easier for allies to land critical hits. He then keeps the pressure on with his skills and normal attacks, stacking rend with every critical hit. With the right support, Nazrik's fighting spirit will soar. He will rain down spears, dominating the battle, until the rend explosion finishes the job in a flash. And just like that, the hunt is over. As I've heard more stories about Nazrik, I'm starting to see the person behind that cold look. For example, a master hunter like him hardly ever eats meat. And his singing, there's a quiet warmth to it that you'd never expect. It makes you wonder what his story is.